was another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, as we know, Riri, the queen of makeup, did a new interview with Harper Bazaar, and she talked about releasing music, okay? Saying to her fans that it was going to be worth the wait and how her new music doesn't have a genre. We also previously talked about how her and Kung Fu Kenny got a collaboration, and I'm hearing that Camel Face wants to make sure her collaboration with Kung Fu Kenny is a big main single with a big push. Okay, Camel Face thinks it's a good idea, especially since Kung Fu Kenny is currently #1 with SZA for Luther. Camel Face thinks that it's a good idea for Rihanna to do a collaboration with Kung Fu Kenny, and they could get another #1. Now, they collaborated back in 2017 on his Damn album with Loyalty. That was a smash hit. Okay, it didn't go #1, but it definitely was a smash hit. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I definitely would be here for a Kung Fu Kenny and Riri collab. Okay, we need another one. I think he should collaborate with all of the R&B girls. Okay, well, not all of them, some of them. I think him and Queen B need to do something. I wouldn't mind if he do something with Victoria Monet. She said she wanted to do a collaboration with him. I can see him and Money Long doing something. I remember she said she was supposed to work with him in the past. I wouldn't even mind him and Janae Aiko. They have done several records in the past. So I would be happy if he collaborated with multiple R&B singers. Bring R&B back. Him and SZA need to do an R&B album, but we'll save that for another time. We'll discuss that another time. Now, it looks like D0JA is getting snubbed. It was reported that Lisa, D0JA, and Ray were supposed to perform Born Again at the Oscars. That's what it was originally reported. Then, for whatever reason, it was announced that the Academy confirms Lisa, D0JA, and Ray will not perform Born Again at this year's Oscars. The trio performance is to be announced, okay? So maybe it will happen, maybe not, but this seems like they was trying to play games or be funny. Why would they announce that they were scheduled to perform and then say, oh, psych? Like, that's messed up. Okay, seems like they playing in D0JA, Lisa's, and Ray's face, in my opinion. But to be quite honest, no shade to D0JA, Ray, or Lisa, but Born Again is not an Oscar-worthy song. I feel like only Oscar-worthy songs should be performed at the Oscars. This ain't an Oscar-worthy song. Okay, this is a chop, to be quite honest. It's a chop and a flop. So D0JA, Ray, and Lisa need to sit the F down. Okay, it would be great promotion, but it's not really deserving. Harry Bussy Bottom Nas X is begging again. I'm hearing Lil Nas X, who is dedicating his Hot Box era to Nicki Minaj. He announced that he is dedicating his Hot Box era to Pink Friday. And he's allegedly begging behind the scenes for Nicki to work with him. Okay. Now, he tried to get her on Industry Baby a few years ago. She declined. He had to settle for Whack Harlow, but him and Whack Harlow went #1. But he is teasing a new single. He has the pink theme. A lot of people are hoping that Nicki Minaj hops on this record. Let's take a listen. So clearly he's sampling. Okay, everybody got a sample. I mean, goodness gracious, I can't wait till we go back to making original beats. Everybody got to sample the greats. That's one. And I'm tired of the auto-tune. Okay, Bottom Nas X needs to sit the F down. Your time is up. Okay, the auto-tune rapping, be back to lyricism. Okay, that's why Kung Fu Kenny is #1. Okay, the #1 rapper right now. We back to lyricism. All this auto-tune rap and auto-tune singing and sampling, that's gone. We not into that no more. So, bottom Nas X, this is a chop. I don't think Nicki should hop on the record. I don't care how many pink Jeeps and pink sweaters he buys and have his bottom bussy homeboys in. We don't need Nicki to collaborate with the flops. He had his chance. Okay, he turned his back on Nicki, was shading her. You need to stay on that side. I think that Nicki needs to collaborate with more talented artists. D0JA being one of them. I don't care what nobody says, but you know, she has more talent than this. Well, this was a mess. Now, fans are saying that Cardi B is heading to be a billionaire. It has been reported that Cardi B's whip shots are going global. Cardi B inked a deal with global brands to distribute in the UK. She said this is really exciting launch for the UK as there's truly nothing like it available on the market currently. Global Brands Marketing Director Matt Bullcroft said, the combination of true category innovation teamed with a highly engaged fan base plus versatility of the product means it's set to be the ultimate drink and dessert essentially for 2025. Okay, so let me know, the people in the UK, will you be buying Cardi B's drink? Okay, or whip shots, whatever you want to call it, because allegedly this is going to be helping her increase her opportunities of being a billionaire. But Section 8 gang may not be buying her whip shots because it looks like some of her fans are upset that they still haven't gotten an album announcement. A fan said, Cardi girl, we are 1 week away from March and we still don't have anything. Are we actually getting the album? I'm sorry. First of all, listen, we already know Cardi B lies. Let's be very clear. She actually lies a lot. Didn't she say the album was coming last year and the year before last? All she been consistent in doing is getting knocked up in her face surgeries, but she has never been consistent when it comes to music. Y'all need to stop letting 29 Faces lie to y'all like that, okay? She gonna do a bunch of features and then be on Instagram getting her hair done, and the music is still gonna be in the stash, okay? So this is a chop. Megan got her foot on Milagro and Tory's neck. It has been reported that Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer, Alex Sparrow, wants to question Tory under oath in prison as part of their defamation cyber stalking lawsuit against Milagro Cooper, who they say is working with Tory. The counsel for Ms. Cooper and Mr. Peterson do not oppose this request. So unfortunately, it looks like Tory will have to do a lie detector test in the clink. And unfortunately, Milagro is going to have to do one too. Let me know if you think Milagro's taking it too far, or do you think she's in the right? Let me know in the comments. Now, it has been reported that recent artists to earn a #1 song, album, and film in a single year, SZA, Queen B, and Ariana Grande, okay, so far have been able to do so. For Queen B, the Lion King movie went #1, Texas Boredom went #1, and then Cowboy Carter went #1, and then she got Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter, okay? And then SZA, Good Days, I think it's the movie went #1, because I know she got a song called Good Days, but it was the movie that went #1. Then, you know, she went #1 with Kung Fu Kenny with Luther, and I think the SOS Deluxe went #1, but I don't know if it deserved to go #1, but it did go #1. Okay, and then Ariana, obviously, Wicked went #1. Yes, and went #1, and then Eternal Sunshine went #1 too. So congratulations to these ladies, well deserved. Now, speaking of #1, Kung Fu Kenny achieves the fastest accumulation of 4 #1 hits on the Hot 100 among male soloists in the lead role since Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson accumulated the most from 1987 to 1988. Okay. Now, if you're wondering what songs went number one, it was Like That in 2024 went number one. Then in May of 2024, Not Like Us went number one. December 2024, Squabble Up went number one. And then in February 2025, Luther featuring SZA went number one. So he's gotten back-to-back number ones, okay, in a 12-month span. Now, with that being said, more number ones are coming, okay, because I'm hearing he gonna be dropping music in 2025. Let's be very clear. He's on their necks, okay? Champagne Thickums should have went on hiatus. And, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he's getting payola. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. There was a time when y'all were saying that Kung Fu Kenny couldn't put up the numbers. That Kung Fu Kenny was a flop. I remember y'all were saying that. Some of y'all were saying that he couldn't put out hits. Now that he's putting out the hits, you don't want to complain. Which one is it? Can he not put out hits or can he put out hits? Which one is it? Because I'm very confused. Now, Champagne Thickums has also made history. Champagne Thickums now has 80 top 10 hits, the most of any artist in history, with Gimme a Hug and Nokia both charting inside the top 10 on Payola board this week. Unfortunately, none of his records went number one, and his album with Party Next Door did not outsell GNX, unfortunately. But I think doing 246 is decent, okay? I think that's decent for, you know, how the album sounded. So, you know, we can give Champagne Thickums his twos. I can give him his twos for this, okay? This is a very good look. But this debunks that he's being suppressed, okay? Now, you just not as great of a hit maker anymore as Kung Fu Kenny, but you're not being suppressed because you go in top 10. Okay, if you was being suppressed, you would have never gotten a top 10. You're not being suppressed. You're just not putting out the amazing hits like Kung Fu Kenny is right now, currently. Because he's going number one, straight out the gate. Not you, though. Now, as we know, Luther is currently number one. Not Like Us is at number 2 on the Hot 100. Die With a Smile is at number 3. TV Off at number 4. Squabble Up is at number 5. Give Me a Hug is at number 6. APT is at number 7. Birds of a Feather is still top 10? Wow, Big Billy. Maybe she should have won a Scammy for it. It's still top 10 on the Hot 100. So that's at number 8. A Bar Song is at number 9. Shout out to Shabuzi, and Nokia's at number 10. Okay, so this is the top 10 list, and Kung Fu Kenny is dominating with, I believe, 4 songs. Moving on to Donkey of the Day. Gorilla Glue needs to sit the fuck down. Now, she basically posted on her Instagram that she's preparing for her tour that probably isn't sold out because Kung Fu Kenny, The Weeknd, and Queen Bee are going on tour. And people are probably going to see that. Now, with that being said, it looks like she's copying one of Queen Bee's break dances that she did for one of her tours. Okay? She's actively copying Queen Bee. And let's be very clear. I don't care how much you hang around Megan Thee Stallion. Okay? You're not a dancer, Gorilla Glue. Just stick to rapping. Okay? Because you look very stiff in the video. Okay, you look very stiff. You don't look prepared. How is your tour happening in 9 days and you stiff like that? Blue Ivy can dance better than this. So, Donkey of the Day to Gorilla Glue. Okay, first of all, you shouldn't be copying Queen Bee's choreography. You shouldn't be doing that. You need to make your own choreography and stop trying to copy Queen Bee, because you're no Queen Bee. You're not even nowhere near her level. So you need to copy maybe Megan or Cardi B because you're on their level. I even believe, no shade, that you might have surpassed Cardi B, low key. But to copy Queen Bee's choreography makes no sense, okay? Because you don't even got a song that you need all that choreography for, okay? You got twerking Poom Poom Shorts music, but it don't need all that choreography, so you need to sit the F down. Now, it looks like Chris Breezy, the colorist, will be on the Mutt remix by Leon Thomas. Okay, he quoted one of the lyrics from Leon Thomas' hit single that's been going viral on TikTok. Is a very big TikTok record. And actually, I do like this song. Okay, we don't really talk about Leon Thomas like that, but I do like that song. And, you know, that song was going viral on TikTok. So it looks like Chris Breezy, the colorist, will be basically on the remix. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, I'm sure he's going to kill it. But I'm thinking, who else would fit better on that song? Okay? I wonder if he's going to do another collaboration with SZA. I would like to hear that. Because he did write or produce Snooze. I think he produced that hit song Snooze by SZA. So he's very talented. Let's be very clear. But I don't know if I really would care if Chris Breezy, the colorist, was on the Mutt remix. I gotta think about that. But it might make sense for him to be on there. I mean, who else? It would either be between him and Bryson Tiller. I don't think anybody else really could be on a song like that. Unless we're talking about SZA or like a Victoria Monet or something like that. Now, moving on to Justin Crackhead Bieber. He responds to speculation that he's been using hardcore substances. Now, if you guys have been paying attention, he went off on paparazzi a few days ago for absolutely no reason. And he's been looking absolutely terrible lately. Like, he definitely looks like he's on that stuff. But it was reported that JB, Justin, hasn't slept because he's been recording all night, which is why he looked a bit worse. He's also spent part of the evening caring for his son, who was having trouble falling asleep as well. Okay, so that's the excuse that they're giving the public. This is from Justin Bieber's team, allegedly. I don't buy it. You know, I really got the real tea on what's going on with Justin Bieber on Patreon. But I will say this. I think Justin needs to get some help. You know, maybe he should go to rehab or stay out of the music industry. Okay? Because I can definitely tell that he's kind of over the music business. And I feel like it's better for you to get out now than later. Okay? Because I wouldn't be shocked if JB get exposed, you know, later on down the line. Okay? Because he ain't as innocent as he seems. But the point of the matter is, I think for his mental health and his physical health, that it would be better for him to leave the industry now. Okay? You don't look good. And I don't really think that Justin Bieber going to be making the hits like he used to. Let's be very clear. That ship has sailed. So you might as well just clock out now. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And have an amazing day.